You ever scroll through Instagram and see those pocket dumps that look like a magazine spread? Perfect lighting, all titanium everything, not a single fingerprint in sight. Yeah, that's not real life. And I'm not hating because I've done it too. But it's time that we talk about the pocket dump lie and what everyday carry actually looks like. Welcome to Not Another EDC Podcast, where everyday carry meets everyday life. I'm Mikey, a husband, father, EDC content creator, and gear enthusiast. Today we're keeping it real. No fancy flat lays, no perfect setups, just honest talk about what we really carry and why that matters. So let's be honest. Social media trained us to think that our EDC has to look good. I remember setting up my first real flat lay years ago, and I spent probably like 20 minutes aligning my pen perfectly next to my knife, and it was just that tactical photo shoot. And to be quite honest, I probably used that setup for about 5 minutes, and maybe I used like the knife that day, and then I switched everything out the next day. The truth is, most of those pocket dumps are like concept cars. They look awesome, but nobody's actually daily driving them. It's primarily to get that perfect shot because we probably just got that new EDC item and we wanted to feature it in a flat lay picture and whatnot. If you're new to EDC and your pockets don't look like the photo spread that you maybe see on Instagram, then that's good because that means you're actually carrying and using your stuff. You guys have seen it in past EDC podcasts that I've done, and my real carry right now is I have it right here on my hip, and I talk about it all the time, but if this just happens to be your first podcast that you're tuning into, this is my real carry. Very simple. I have a multi-tool. I got a pen. I got a flashlight. And then here is where I have my keys, which is connected to the car right now. And if we truly look at it, I actually just took a blower or one of those like dust cleaners to my multi-tool, but there's so much dust and gunk that's inside of this because of all of my pocket lint and everything that it comes with when it sits in this Tale of Knives MPU. Flashlight has scratches on it. Well, not this flashlight. This is actually a new flashlight. But the flashlight that I had before this had scratches all over it from hitting the ground a lot of times because when I have a daughter that's whining, I give her the flashlight to distract her and make her happy. But she tends to throw it around and drop it and whatnot, and that's fine. And the pen obviously gets a lot of use case. This is the Big Eye Design bolt action pen. Fun fact, this is my very first Big Eye Design pen and my very first bolt action pen. So that means a lot to me, but gets use all day at work. And then my wallet, I mean, that pretty much goes through its paces of patina. It's in my suit jacket right now. I usually stick to leather type wallets. I like how they patina. They look really nice. And that's really it. That's the gear that's living life with me and not sitting under a spot or a ring light for a photo to look nice for Instagram, Facebook, whatever. You know, we often talk about, and I even often talk about being prepared, but part of that truly is being practical. Like what actually fits your day is what you should carry. For me, I work full time. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. I'm a dad. That's 24/7. I'm running from going to work to being at home with the kids. I don't need to carry a pocket full of tools with all of my pockets filled. I just need the ones that actually work. See, there's a huge difference between showing off your carry and showing up with it. What do I mean by that? EDC should give you a peace of mind, not pressure. And honestly, once I stopped worrying about what my carry looked like online, I started appreciating my gear that much more. I also carried much lighter, I carried smarter, and I carried what I actually used. Nothing is more embarrassing than my wife asking me, "Hey, do you have a knife?" and me going, "No." I don't have one on me right now. Or even if I'm with a group of friends, like, does anybody have this? Does anybody have this tool? And me being the EDC guy that preaches it all the time, and I'm like, yeah, I don't have it. That's embarrassing. So I want to be prepared with what I need that I know is going to make an impact. And that's what I mean by showing up. And now for our recurring segment of what is in the truck today. I have an extra pair of prescription glasses. I am blind as a bat. So I have one right here. I also have another set of glasses right here. I have been rocking eyeglasses since I was in the first grade, and I kid you not, I cannot see without them. You cannot trust me to drive a vehicle without my glasses. Right now, I'm wearing contacts, and I have these shades on. I also have multiple sunglasses in the car. Like, I have this, I have that. You know, it's not bad, especially if I have, like, my wife in the car. I want to give her a pair of shades, right? But it's important for me to have an extra set of eyes, because if these contacts go bad, something gets in it, whatever it is, I'm going to need to cop out to a pair of glasses. And if I'm just depending on the ones that I have at home, which I put down to put these contacts on, I'm failing. There's that saying where it's like 2 is 1, 1 is none. Well, in this case, I got 3. I got 3 pairs of eyeglasses in here because I need that. But you may not have bad eyesight. You may be 20/20. I envy you if you are. If you do have bad eyesight, it wouldn't be a bad idea to keep an old set of glasses in your car, and, you know, try not to keep the prescription as late as, 2 years max. Anything beyond that, that'll be a little sus. But anything is better than nothing. Now, lastly, I actually kind of wanted to throw a little challenge to you. Next time you see a perfect EDC post, remind yourself that real gear gets dirty. Post your real pocket dump, the messy one. Like, post something like this, where you have all this gunk on the blade, right? And comment down in this video and let me know what your most used tool is on a daily basis. Or if you post something on Instagram, tag me. Follow me on Instagram at Mikey Daily Carry and tag me. Put it on a story, tag Mikey Daily Carry. I will repost it. And then put hashtag real EDC. Let's start a movement. Real EDC. Let's normalize the carry that actually gets carried. But that's it for today, guys, on Not Another EDC Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you like, share, subscribe, share this with another person who carries, a family member, a friend, someone that's just getting into carrying. I'm going to be compiling all of these EDC podcast episodes in one playlist. There's actually a podcast tab on my YouTube that you can find all of these episodes. It's going to be in chronological order. Thank you so much if you've been following this. I've been having a blast doing these podcasts. Once again, I'm Mikey. This is the Mikey Daily Carry YouTube channel. Stay aware, stay prepared. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. Waka pow!